musical car.
Hey everybody, welcome to Jeff's Musical Car. This week I have Newfoundlander Matthew Byrne, and he's in Moncton here to do some Jeff's Musical Car, so thanks for coming along.
Thanks so much for having me, man. This is awesome.
No problem. So first of all, congrats on your recent award. Can you tell everyone a bit about that?
Yeah, it was a bit of really cool mid-tour news.
Mm-hmm.
I got the traditional recording of the year at the Canadian Folk Music Awards that happened just a couple of weeks ago in Edmonton. So yeah, it was awesome, man. I got to say, I'm really pleased. That's such an honor to get that, and to be in the company I was in the categories I was nominated. It feels great to get it.
Yeah, and I mean that must be a nice little pick me up too when you're in the middle of your tour and you get news like that.
Yeah, I mean a lot of late night drives and stuff, and I was actually watching it on my iPhone in the passenger seat as we were driving through, I don't know, somewhere in Ontario or in Quebec, and it was really cool to get it, and it was kind of like woke up the next day with a bit more of a bounce in my step, ready for the next gig,
Yeah, for sure. So before we get into your song, can you tell me a bit about it, what it's called, and maybe a bit of background into it?
I'm going to do a song called What Fortunes Guide a Sailor, which I recorded on that album Hearts and Heroes, the one that got the award, and it's a song that I learned from the singing of a great English traditional singer by the name of John Roberts, but it was actually written by a friend of his who lives down in Connecticut, and her name is Gina Dunlap, and I kind of when I first heard it, I guess I thought it was a traditional song, and I kind of was surprised to find out that it was written quite recently. So I contacted her and told her I wanted to do a version of it, and made sure it reached a few more people.
Yeah. Does it put it a little bit more pressure whenever you do a song like that, because you really want to do it justice and you want to make it proud if it's a song that's important to you?
It does, because I mean I'm so used to versioning or reimagining traditional songs, and songs where the writer or the creator is not necessarily known or alive, and so when you do it knowing that this person, I did this, and then a few weeks later I remember one of the first tours I went on after the album was out, I went down to the States, and she was actually at one of my shows in Connecticut.
Oh, wow.
And it was really intimidating to sing it for her, but we've since we've kind of become friends, and we've kept in touch, and she's told me all about her where the song came from, and she actually wants to have me down to do a house concert at her place the next time I'm passing through. So
okay.
It was a good kind of I think it was a kind of reminder of why I like those songs, because there's the story behind the song, and then there's where it leads you, and the people and the places that the song eventually kind of takes you to, and that's my whole fascination with those songs, and so if it was kind of like completing the story, and I really think that's cool.
That's quite an amazing story behind it. I'm excited to actually hear the real song, so
Cool,
let's do it.
Yeah.
Bound away upon the tide, leave our friends behind us, haul anchor chains and slip away, to break the ties that bind us. Fast on the breeze to the northern seas, what fortunes guide a sailor, to earn a share of oil and bone is a hard life for a whaler. Many dangers unforeseen, bitter storms to try us, cold icy winds and towering waves, the faintest star to guide us. The darkening skies around us close, 'neath Greenland's cliffs forsaken, 10,000 miles away from home, and a heart that's nearly breaking. Fast on the breeze to the northern seas, what fortunes guide a sailor, to earn a share of oil and bone is a hard life for a whaler. when at last we hear the cry, all in wild commotion, a cutting blast, and down she dives in the dreary troubled ocean. And when the whale has breathed her last, and seabirds left to grieve her, we hoist our sails and steer for home, for it's time for us to leave her. Fast on the breeze to the northern sea, what fortunes guide a sailor to earn a share of oil and bone is a hard life for a whaler. To earn a share of oil and bone is a hard life for a whaler.
Awesome. That was great.
Cool, man. It's the first time I've ever done a full song cruising around in the back of a car.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Aren't you happy that recording studios don't have moving floors?
Yeah, well, you know what? I think it would get you on your toes more, keep you on your game. I think, you know, you got to kind of anticipate the ups and downs and make sure you can sing accordingly.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's a good metaphor for life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a lot. I wish you best of success in the future, and good luck on the rest of your tours and with everything else.
Thanks a million, man. Thanks for having me. This is really, really cool. Thanks again.
No problem. So that's it for this episode of Jeff's Musical Car from Moncton. We'll see you next time.